Aam Aadmi Party founder Arvind Kejriwal's supporters are detained by Delhi police. Kejriwal, of course, has been fasting against a hike in power and water tariffs, and today is the 10th day of that fast in the capital. We have Sanket on the phone line with us. He will be joining us very shortly, but this is the 10th day of the fast that Arvind Kejriwal has undertaken. Remember, he is protesting against inflated, so-called inflated power and water bills in the capital. He has taken up the Sheila Dikshit government several times before, and now the breaking news that we're getting you is that Kejriwal supporters have been detained. Pooja Shelley is on the phone line. Pooja, what details do you have?
While most of the supporters were in fact stopped in central Delhi area, which is about 4 to 5 kilometers away from Delhi Chief Minister's residence, 10 to 15 supporters claiming to be from the Aam Aadmi Party, in fact, landed up near the Delhi Chief Minister's residence. They were then detained by the police immediately. They have been taken to the nearest police station. But also, on the other hand, here in central Delhi, where there are over 300 supporters and continue to protest and stating they will be marching to the residence, police and the supporters trying to reach an agreement if a small number can be allowed to at least go till near the residence. But at present, protesters extremely adamant and saying not less than 250 supporters from their party will be allowed. And clearly, it could in fact lead to some sort of a chaos, which the Delhi police personnel would not want at present. And therefore, while over 300 people have been stopped in central Delhi area, 10 to 15 supporters have already landed from another route. But because the security was foolproof outside Sheila Dikshit's residence, they have been detained presently. Back to you.
Pooja, reporting there that 300 people may have been detained. These are all supporters of Arvind Kejriwal. Pooja, if you can also tell us where Arvind Kejriwal is himself at the moment, and is he likely to join these protesters near the Chief Minister's residence?
Well, Arvind Kejriwal is on his 10th day of hunger strike, and the venue is northeast Delhi, Sundar Nagri area. He decided to sit there and continue with his hunger strike while these protesters in auto rickshaws and their private vehicles decided to head towards the Delhi Chief Minister's residence. And primarily the reason for that is to submit signed forms, which Aam Aadmi Party is claiming is over 7 lakh in number, pledging not to submit their electricity and water bills, attacking the Delhi state government. But let's remember, this is a new strategy from Kejriwal, but is it going to work? Is this going to get them votes in the upcoming elections in the national capital? Will it benefit Kejriwal and his party? That remains to be seen, but clearly he is trying strategically new methods to attack the state government, to protest in a different way. So while some have been stopped at Bhairo Mandir area in central Delhi, others, in fact, some of them deciding to land up at the Chief Minister's residence from another route. Back to you.
What response have we seen from the Sheila Dikshit government, Pooja? Because so far she's been very silent as far as this hunger strike by Arvind Kejriwal is concerned.
Absolutely. At present, the state government being very cautious. In fact, to the degree of nonchalance, they say there is actually there's literally no response from not only Sheila Dikshit but also senior Congress leaders. And when the questions of Arvind Kejriwal's fast is put to them, there is this complete silence, primarily because they would want to feel that any sort of even a remark from their side could lead to further support for Arvind Kejriwal. Because let's remember, now Aam Aadmi Party is a full-fledged political party. They are as much aiming at a vote bank for themselves, which is not a very posh locality is what their vote bank would be. It's primarily the economically backward classes, and they believe it is time that they are taken into consideration to attack the state government, and whether that will work for them or not is of course will become clear in the next few days. But clearly, Sheila Dikshit and the state government maintaining complete silence, while Arvind Kejriwal says that he has enough support, maybe not directly in number, in the sense that not as many people would land at the venue of his protest, but over 7 lakhs, he says, will continue to support him. Back to you.
Pooja, thank you very much for those details. Around 300 supporters of Arvind Kejriwal have been detained, is what Pooja is telling us. Let's also show you now a ground report from the capital where all these protests are happening.
I'm standing outside Sheila Dikshit's residence here in New Delhi, and you can see a lot of supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party who did in fact manage to gather here are now in fact being kept in detention. There are about 10 to 15 of them who managed to reach here. Remember, there were a lot of supporters who were in fact stopped by the police on the outskirts of Lutyens Delhi, that is somewhere close to the Bhairo Mandir near Pragati Maidan. Of all those who have in fact managed to reach Sheila Dikshit's residence, they are in fact being pushed into the Delhi police bus and being detained by the police. Remember, Section 144 has been imposed. Now, Arvind Kejriwal and his supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party had in fact said that they would march to Sheila Dikshit's residence to submit a memorandum of all the people and their demands. A few of them who have in fact gathered here are now in fact being detained and taken away by the Delhi police. With Himanshu Verma, Sanket Upadhyay, New Delhi for Times Now.